So we're going to have now on stage a lady who has an amazing life story, and you will hear her transformation. I don't want to spoil the surprise. I'm not going to spoil the surprise because I know she will share her story with you. But I am going to just give you just a little bit of insight. Natasha Waldron started her business armed with passion and determination. And she started her career as a ballerina, and now she's a businesswoman, an entrepreneur, and she's so successful. And she will tell you the story, and she will share with you some tips and strategies of how she made it work and how she achieved so much success. So I don't need to give more introduction because you will hear her amazing things that she's doing in her business. Please, let's welcome Natasha Waldron.
Right, hi guys. So you know I can't sell very well. So I kind of wanted to share my story with you and hopefully give you a tip if time doesn't run out. So I've been in the business world now for 10 years. Previous to that I was, a ballerina. That was my passion. That was everything to me. It was my little girl's dream of being a ballerina, and I did it. I worked all over the world. I performed in the most amazing theatres, performed with the most amazing dancers, choreographers, and directors. And I actually thought that you could only have one passion. I didn't know you could have two. And sometimes people don't even find the one. So I thought I was really lucky. But it's in us. We just need to find it. So no one knew, or no one told me, probably they did, but I didn't want to listen, that a ballet's life is very short. And when I hit my 30s, I could really feel my body and mind kind of saying, now is enough. So, mid-30s, I then had to retire. I listened to my body and mind and said, okay, that's it, I have to hang my pointe shoes up. So, I didn't know what to do. I had no education. I went to boarding school at the age of 11, and all I did was ballet. So I had nothing to fall back on. So I decided, at that point I was living in Germany, so I decided to move back to the UK and asked Mum if I could stay in my bedroom. Which, thank God, she said yes. And I thought, okay, I will figure it out what I'm going to do. So, one thing I did know was I was not going to get any support from the government. I didn't want any benefits, I was just going to figure it out. So, obviously having the my old bedroom back, I needed to find some pocket money for me to be able to think of what I'm going to do. So, after a really boozy night with my girlfriends, one of them said that they wanted to get a cleaner. So I was like, oh, I can clean. They were like, no, Natasha, you're a ballerina. You can't clean. I was like, yes, I can do that. And they were like, Natasha, you've performed all over the world. You had Giorgio Armani design outfits for you. You've done this, you have done that. I can't get you to clean my home. I need the money. And I was like, you're out to work. You won't even see me. So after a few more glasses of wine, she agreed. So I went in and I cleaned. Her neighbour then said, oh, so what are you doing? I was like, oh yeah, I'm cleaning this house, blah, blah, blah. Ah, can you clean for me? Yeah, sure, absolutely. So I did. She referred me to her family friend. who referred me to another colleague, who referred me. In the end, I didn't have enough hours or days to clean everybody's houses. So I got my partners. He didn't speak any English. He'd come over with me, and I said, right, let's clean. He was like, really? And I said, yeah, what else are we going to do? We need this money. So we cleaned. 5 years plus, so 5 years on, we had then 40 staff members doing about 500, 600k in revenue. I thought that's pretty good. Not having a business background, knew nothing about business. I was kind of high. The company was up there. So can I have some water? Can I have some water?
Water? Yeah.
Sorry guys. You're going to watch me all drink, aren't you? It's normal.
It's normal.
I have a cold, so I'm like dehydrated. Thank you, that's better. Knew nothing about business, and I thought I'd done fabulous. The company was up there, my staff, they were all doing great. Around the 5th or 6th year, I had my clients come to me, and they said, Natasha, your cleaners care more than the carers that are going in looking after their mum and dad. Would your cleaners also care for them as well? And I was like, oh, no, you know, I've just got my head above water, I can't do that. And they were like, please. They were very persistent. And in the business world, we all need, what's the saying, that you have to listen to your clients are always right. So after it was about 6-7 months that they kept asking and asking and asking. I thought I'd better look into this. So I did. And a year later of research, I then opened my care company. We now have 3 branches, and next year we'll be opening another 2. We face a lot of challenges in the health and social care. I don't know what it's like here, but at home, it's a mess. It's broken. And one of the challenges I faced was the training that my carers were getting. It was atrocious. Now, I had set up, when we set up our cleaning company, we actually did, we created our 2-week induction training for our cleaners. So they would learn about the science behind it, they would learn the chemicals, the efficiency, how to talk to a customer, 2 weeks before they actually go out and clean. And with the care, I wasn't able to provide the training for the care, but I had to get training providers, local training providers, to come in. And after 3 days, they were saying my carers were competent, and they were signing them off. And I went through so many training providers, and it was the same thing. After 3 days, now you've got carers that have never been in the industry before. You've got the medications, you've got the manual handling, competence. It's just compliance. It's just so much. So I decided to open my own training, health and social care training centre, because it was a challenge and I couldn't find anything. So I created this care certificate, and there is a care certificate that is actually from Skills for Care, and we've now adapted it. And the girls were coming in saying, wow, we have never been trained like this before. And word got out, and people were coming up to us saying, could you train our company, please? So, thinking, this might be, I was maybe thinking too small, I need to now broaden my thinking. I was thinking, yeah, actually, why should I just have the best carers? Everybody deserves to have best carers. Everybody needs help, everybody needs good care. So, We now opened it up. We now offer apprenticeships in all the different levels in health and social care. And this is our main focus, to be able to train our carers. Now, not having any idea about business, having no education whatsoever, I have grown this company through people saying that they wanted things, listening to my clients and looking at the challenges. You guys can all do this. I mean, all these care providers out there that had the same challenges as me, but what do? They just moan and complain. Someone has to change it. So I stepped up. And now we're actually talking to a company. They actually approached me. Remember, I'm not good at sales. They actually approached me and said that they want to work with us. And this is a £60 million company, and they're looking now to use our care training and put it in all their care academies. You can do this, guys. How many entrepreneurs do we have in here? Stand up, guys, stand up. Come on. You know, you are frigging awesome, because a lot of people, okay, have dreams and they keep them in their heads. But you guys, no, you act on it and you make it reality. Well done, guys. Give yourself a round of applause, because you are brilliant. Keep going. And this is the support that we need. Please sit down. This is the support we need. We need to be around people. Now, before, when I first started my company, I didn't have anybody. I was just in my own little bubble. And I was just doing what I knew, which wasn't much, but I made a success of it. But the company was up there, like I said, but I was actually down here. As an entrepreneur, we put every responsibility on ourselves. We are the HR, we are the marketing, we are the networker, we are the finance department, we are the complaints department, the inquiries, everything, admin. We're it all, aren't we? And even having 40 staff and even having admin, I still put all that on my shoulders. And so I was the company. And we kind of slip into this, I think. And I didn't know who I was anymore. I have to get some water, I'm so sorry.
I'm so thirsty.
Oh, by the way, that is me. I look very different. So we put all this on our shoulders, and I couldn't see anything. I was so deep down in a hole. And actually, when we create these companies, we're so excited. We can't wait to get out of bed. We're like, yes, I'm creating something new. But once you put all this responsibility on your shoulders and you don't leverage and you don't delegate, you end up not wanting to get out of bed. And that's what happened to me. I thought, what the hell have I created here? What have I created? It's a monster. It's taken over me. I had lost me. I had no identity left. And so for me, I went and I got help. And I said to this guy, networking event in the evening, and I said, I want to, how do you do it? You know, you have a multi-million-pound company, you have all these staff that I know a lot of them, and they're all happy. You have time that you have holidays. You look at fresh. How do you do it? Because look at me. I'm a mess. I want to walk, but I can't walk because I have responsibilities. And he said, and this has changed my whole company. He said, get a mentor. Someone that has done it, that can show you the way to go. And I was like, really? He was like, yeah. So I said, will you be my mentor? After a bit of negotiation, he did say yes. But he was able to show me the pitfalls that I would have actually gone in, and he showed me a way around them. But first of all, he showed me about personal development, because I had forgotten about me. I was so concerned, and I so wanted my girls to grow within the company that they were, but I wasn't. And so somehow the company and my girls were up here, and actually they were trying to pull me up, which doesn't make any sense. So once we found out that I needed a lot of work on myself, we then was able to get the balance right. I was able to come up. I wanted to know what my why was the whole reason, why did I start this company? Where am I going? What's my focus? And once I found me, once I felt alive again, then I slowly moved up, and I was able to pull my company up with me. I was then leading. And a lot of times in business, we forget to lead. And so mentoring has helped so much for me. And now I go from one mentor to the next, because once I've gone, okay, I want to be where you are, but not in the time it took you to do it. I want to take it there in less time, in half the time. And you know what? People are willing to help. They want to lift you up. They want you to succeed. It makes them feel good too. And it also makes them feel like I'm actually sharing my knowledge with everybody else. So one thing that has helped me like crazy, please go and find yourself a mentor. But a mentor that has the same values as you. If you're not a salesperson, I'm not going to go to someone that's all salesy, because I'm not going to believe in them. I'm going to go with someone that's got the same culture, the same values as me, because I'm going to believe them. Because they are going to pull you out of your comfort zone, and you're not going to like it. And this is the reason why I just said earlier that I wanted visibility. No one knew who we were. I have this great company, or great companies, no one knew us. We're in this little place in Portsmouth, and I thought, you know what, my girls deserve more. I need to put my girls on the map. They deserve that. So I looked for a mentor, and I found Morella. Now, I couldn't stand on stage before, 6 months ago, but oh my goodness, do they just push you? It's not like a little step, it's like this enormous step that she makes you take. But you have to trust people. I trusted Morella. And I knew whatever she was going to say, even though I really didn't want to do it, even though it was so painful, even though I thought, oh my goodness, I'm going to look like a fool, I trusted her. And I did it. And look, you see me. I'm in magazines. It's crazy. I've been in Singapore. It's building my confidence up so that what I want to do is build my company up. But first of all, I've got to build me. Like I said, I need to lead the company, not the company lead me. I hope that's helped.